Welcome back to KGSM-TV. I'm Brene Tate. In honor of Black History Month, we want to take time to recognize historical figures. Today, we want to recognize Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm was the first African-American woman in Congress. She lived from 1924 to 2005. She graduated from Brooklyn College in 1946 and became an educational consultant to New York City's Bureau of Child Welfare. After graduating with her master's from Columbia College, she joined the NAACP. In 1964, she became the second African-American in New York State Legislature. 4 years later, she fought for and won the seat in Congress. She retired in 1983, and in her own words, she says, "I want to be remembered as the woman who dared to be a catalyst of change." Be sure to tune in each week and learn about a new Black historical figure. Now over to Jaden and Kenny G for more.
Thanks, Brene.
In addition to honoring Shirley Chisholm today, KGSM's Kendall Edwards got a chance to talk to students around campus to see what Black history means to them.
This is what they had to say.
Black history is something more than just celebrating a month for me and what I grew up in. Black history kind of like made me be proud of who I was. Because growing up, I went to a lot of all white schools. So remember who I was throughout that time. It was always instilled in me those people did that so you could be here. So I couldn't waste any opportunity because I know they would want the opportunity back if they were in my spot. So
Black history to me means a time to really emphasize and really focus and celebrate Black culture and the contributions that Black people and Black creators and the Black community has made to not only society but just the world in general. Not even just in America but just in the world, to really highlight Black excellence ultimately and just really show all the power and all the greatness that Black people obtain.
So Black history means to me it's a chance for us Black folks to get to know some of the Black excellence that happened before us.
It means empowerment, it means respect, passion.
To me, Black history means that Black excellence comes together and they define their goals and whatever we did to make the world a better place. Because without Black people, certain things would be made. So all you gotta do is embrace your excellency, yourself, and your color.
The MLK Drum Major for Justice Awards took place in Spratt Hall, and I got reservations into this exclusive event. Missouri Western celebrated the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King with a week's worth of events, starting with the Mlk Banquet. The event honored one student, one teacher, and one community member who exhibited excellence, a commitment to service, or has performed extraordinary acts of kindness and grace. Many guests spoke at this event, including Assistant Vice President and Dean of Students Brett Bruner and University President Elizabeth Kennedy, and they offered their reflection on what Dr. King meant to them.
When I hear Dr. Martin Luther King, I think of humanitarian,
service,
social justice,
passionate,
equality,
and change maker.
The luxurious event showcased the progression of the civil rights movement with its unity and equality. Progression in which Dr. King envisioned in his final speech, "I've been to the mountaintop."
I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Brandon Birch, recipient of the Drum Major Award for Students, spoke on his interpretation of Dr. King's vision of a new promised land.
Well, I think when Dr. Martin Luther King talked about the promised land, he was pretty much just talking about where we will be today. We obviously are still a long way from what he was striving from, but we have made some impact and we have made a difference through that. As you can see, we can apply for college. Women can vote now. You don't have to sit in the back of the bus. So there has been major accomplishments in that area.
Reporting for KGSM-TV, I'm Kenny G. During your time here at Missouri Western, as a student, did you ever think that you'd be in this position teaching?
Honestly, not really. I always thought I would just be working. But then once the opportunity came and they told me that I'd be teaching, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to actually know what I was gonna do and how to actually help the students. I know that sounded really weird.
Okay, well, so now that you're here,
Yeah.
what are some of your goals in the communication department, but not only in the communication department, but for your students that you're teaching?
I really want to just get them prepared for the real world. I notice a lot of times whenever you're at school, you just keep getting assignments, and sometimes they don't really tell you how it is whenever you get to your real job in your career. So I just want to make sure that they know what it's like day in, day out whenever they get into their job.
Now I want to transition into talk about Black History Month a little bit. Growing up, Sidney Poitier was one of my Black influences growing up because of his marks that he made in Black history throughout media and films and stuff like that. Was there anyone that influenced you growing up?
That's a good question. I guess film-wise, my dad, actually, yeah, he gave me this book whenever I was a kid about Gordon Parks, and that actually kind of got me into photography. I thought that was really cool, and then just watching the news all the time, I remember just going back into memories at KMBC. I'd watch the news and watch Brian Busby do the weather with my mom.
that was one of the people that showed me that you could be on TV as well. Brian Busby, he's one of my favorites as well. As a convergent journalism major, how do you utilize the multimedia tools to get your message out? Which one is like your favorite? I've seen some of your photography. That's great. What's your favorite multimedia tool to utilize to get your message out there?
To me, it's video, and actually, I like video and photo. I just love shooting and being behind the camera. That's why it's so different being in front of the camera right now. Right. But yeah, video and photography, you can just actually telling a story through a lens. I always thought that was so cool. Creating, and even writing too. I always thought I was an okay writer, but then, once you get in more reps and more reps and more reps, that helps a ton too. So, all of it.
Do you want to talk about your experiences behind the camera and the impact that you can make behind the camera, not only just, doing things in front of the camera, but doing them behind us?
Especially working in news, working behind the camera, and just the way the climate is right now. I always thought it was just a major job, just getting the news out to people. So making sure you get the correct shot with the fake news era and everything like that. I just think it's very important, and so that's why I try to teach my classes how serious it is, now, because you can have your fun with social media and everything like that, but then once you actually get into the news platform, you just got to make sure, everything is correct and that you just take it seriously.
So speaking of taking it seriously, I want to not take it so serious anymore and talk about sports. I saw on your Twitter that you're a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
You want to talk about,
Okay.
that game against the Bengals?
That was pretty rough. Just sitting there, I was watching with my dad, and whenever I was a kid, we used to have season tickets. So I would always tell a lot of new fans, you guys should be grateful for having Patrick Mahomes and, Tyreek Hill, because I remember the days of Steve Bono. I remember the days of Elvis Gerback. Those were rough times.
Brody Coyle.
Brody Coyle.
Yeah.
So it was a very rough time watching a game, but I'm kind of used to it. So.
Well, I wasn't as used to it because I feel like since we got Patrick, he's even when we've been counted out, it's still like a good chance that we win.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that he pull it through.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
I was just really surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked, but you know, you're used to them just pulling it out and winning.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah, it stung. It stung a little bit.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and talk to us here at KGSM. We appreciate everything you do here for us at Missouri Western as well. We'll be right back after this break.
A leading problem I've faced is a misunderstanding on the part of students of the importance of academic advising. They miss appointments. They don't make appointments. But what's most disappointing is when they come unprepared. Give me a student with a plan in their head, or better yet, on paper. We could talk about their interests, not just about their classes. We could discuss internships, classwork, grad programs. It would open the door to what advising is truly about.
Can I help you?
But instead, they come to me in a panic when they need to register because...
I need to talk to you. I was trying to register for my classes, but it wouldn't let me do it because I need my PIN, and I haven't had time to set up an advising, so I don't even know what classes I need to take, so I just signed up for a bunch of random ones, and I'm going to drop them later. So can I have my PIN real fast? Because I'm still logged into a computer in the lab. Am I interrupting?
Take ownership of your education. Make the most of your advisement by being proactive, punctual, and prepared. You'll open the door to more personalized attention and avoid costly setbacks. It's never too soon to begin planning your next steps at Missouri Western.
The Missouri Western women's basketball team is off to a great start, this season being 17-3 overall. Their success is partly due to a new player named Jalen Haggard. This rival-turned-teammate transferred to Missouri Western and is making her mark in more ways than one. Reporter Trinity Knapp brings us the story.
I'm Jalen Haggard, and I am a shooting guard.
Graduate student Jalen Haggard is new to Missouri Western basketball, but she is very familiar with college basketball in general. She previously spent 4 years playing at Northwest Missouri State, the rival school to Missouri Western, and her transfer experience is very unique.
Season ended my senior year, and I thought I was done. I was done with basketball. I was, completely closing that chapter, and I planned to come to Missouri Western for the physical therapy program. And as soon as Coach found out that I was coming, we kind of got in contact, and she was like, "You have to be in the transfer portal before we can talk." So I just randomly put myself in there. It was really weird to have coaches reaching back out in high school again. Came on a visit almost immediately and loved the team, loved the environment. And yeah, so from there, that's where I'm in.
Her current teammates have the unique experience of playing against her and now playing with her. They had mixed emotions when first hearing her plans to transfer.
I was really excited, but also a little bit well, this is kind of weird because Northwest is our rival. But I was super excited, and she came to some of our postseason stuff. So we really got to know her before the season started, and then I was just ecstatic.
Her teammates recognize that she brings more to the team than just her accurate shooting ability.
I think she brings energy. When she walks in the room, it lights up. So I think that was a big part of the team we missed, of having just someone bring that energy. So I'd say that's the biggest thing. But then she also brings a lot of basketball skill that we also were missing.
With the rivalry game against Northwest coming up, there's a lot of anticipation by the Missouri Western players.
I think the game is just as important, but it definitely brings more intensity. It's a little chippier, and there's just more to winning rather than just to get a win on the stat sheet. I think it's more of a personal win.
The experience overall seems to be a positive one.
I love everybody on the team. I love being a part of this program, and being down the road helps a lot too. So I'm just happy to be home.
Tune in to the MIAA Sports Network this Saturday to watch your Griffins compete against the Bearcats. For KGSM-TV, I'm Trinity Knapp.
Tomorrow, the Griffins take on Northwest at home at 5 in Looney, and lacrosse at 9 on Wednesday here at Spratt.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
As the pandemic enters its third year, a lot of changes are happening with COVID-19 protocols.
We hope to keep you guys informed as things continue to change. Here's the story. In March of 2020, the coronavirus swept the nation. However, throughout the years, protocols and mandates have changed.
Throughout the course of the quarantine, I got a rash on the whole part, like my whole body, my legs, my arms, my chest, my face. It itched really bad. I was super tired. Like I couldn't even shower, take a full shower.
Recently, the CDC changed the quarantine timeframe for those exposed with no vaccinations to 5 days of isolation.
You are most contagious within the first 5 days or so after testing positive, and it also allows people to get back to work in school in a more timely manner. A 14-day quarantine period was really difficult for a lot of people to manage, and it unfortunately resulted in people being non-compliant with the quarantine guidelines simply because they couldn't afford to stay home for that length of time.
For those who have received their vaccinations, there are no days of isolation required. A new variant has been discovered as Omicron rapidly increases the reported number of positive COVID-19 cases. The CDC is working with public health officials to offer more information about this new variant.
On campus, it's important that we use the university reporting tool so that the university can keep track of the cases that we have on campus, and they can do the appropriate contact tracing.
To find COVID vaccine and boosters near you, text your zip code to 438829.
I definitely think that people should be wearing masks, everywhere and on campus.
Reporting for KGSM-TV, I'm Jaden Miller.
Thank you so much for that story, Jaden. Our reporter Darren Brinks takes a closer look at our new esports program.
The MWSU Griffin Esports Arena is back open with a lot of students coming back to get their game on. This semester, the arena is open to all, including new curious students wanting to know what esports is all about. Students who are coming back are excited for what esports has in store for them this semester.
So what I'm excited for, I guess, this semester would be getting back into the tournaments and everything. I mean, we just had a winter break, so I kind of haven't been playing as much, but I'm ready to get back into the game. I'm pretty excited to be playing, I think I'm playing duos with Tyson, so I'm pretty excited to be able to compete because last semester, due to some team issues, I wasn't able to compete in all the stuff, but this semester I will be able to. I'm also excited to see how all the other teams do. Because I didn't really keep up as much, but I mean, this semester I've kind of been, keeping up with all my classes and stuff. Last semester was a little rough, but this semester I'm hoping to keep up with everything. And I mean, other than our team, I'm excited for all the other teams and the watch parties that are coming up and stuff like that. I'm excited to see how they do.
The interim director, Luke Tice, also had words on the upcoming esports semester.
I'm excited about our varsity teams competing this semester in the ECAC conference, just like we were last semester. This time around, we have a few new students that are joining our team, so I'm excited for them to, get their taste of esports and what it's about, and kind of show them the ropes and what's going on here. I'm super excited that we're starting our clubs this semester, so we can get our clubs, rolling out and starting, so we can get more students involved within our clubs. I'm also excited about having our arena open and creating watch party events for our students to come and spectate our teams playing. It's something that we haven't been able to do yet, but it's something that we've wanted to do for a long time. So it's going to be great that we'll be able to get students into the space, watching our other students competing, and then maybe they'll want to get involved with the program and also be a part of the program in a way that maybe they wouldn't have done without, coming into the arena and spectating other students competing, at a high level that we're competing at against other schools.
It's only the beginning of the semester, and Griffin Esports have a lot of upcoming plans for events inside of the arena. I'm Darren Brinks with Griffin Media, signing off.
For more information on esports program, you can contact Luke Tice. To help relieve a nationwide blood shortage, the Missouri Western Student Nursing Association is hosting a blood drive through the Community Blood Center on February 10th. The drive will be located on the first floor in Murphy in room 101 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The goal for this event is 60 units of blood. However, John Sanders, Vice President of the SNA, is hoping for more than that.
If you can come donate.
If you can grab a friend, family, anybody to come in, walk-in appointments or walk-ins or appointments are perfectly acceptable.
For more information, you can find one of the posters located around campus or visit savealifenow.org. Jaden, how'd you make use of your off day on Wednesday?
I stayed inside with my hot cocoa and avoided the icy roads and sidewalks at all costs.
Same. Or else we'd be just like this family right here.
Watch my family slip on icy stairs.
That's exactly what I would look like, honestly.
See, me, if I was the dad right there, I wouldn't even went down the stairs.
But then she runs to help him and falls too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, why did she go down there?
Well, be sure to stay safe out there if we have more winter weather. Thank you for tuning in to KGSM-TV, and be sure to come back next Friday.
To help relieve a nationwide blood shortage, the Missouri Western Student Nursing Association is hosting a blood drive through the Community Blood Center on February 10th. The drive will be located on the first floor in Murphy in room 101 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The goal for this event is 60 units of blood. However, John Sanders, Vice President of the SNA, is hoping for more than that.
If you can come donate. If you can grab a friend, family, anybody to come in, walk-in appointments or walk-ins or appointments are perfectly acceptable.
For more information, you can find one of the posters located around campus or visit savealifenow.org. Jaden, how'd you make use of your off day on Wednesday?
I stayed inside with my hot cocoa and avoided the icy roads and sidewalks at all costs.
Same. Or else we'd be just like this family right here.
Watch my family slip on icy stairs.
That's exactly what I would look like, honestly.
See, me, if I was the dad right there, I wouldn't even went down the stairs.
But then she runs to help him and falls too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, why did she go down there?
Well, be sure to stay safe out there if we have more winter weather. Thank you for tuning in to KGSM-TV, and be sure to come back next Friday.